Hey everybody, Steve List here, and I'm at Sylmar Agriculture Learning Center, and this is part 3 of Tomato Time 2021. We're staged. We have all our tomatoes all ready to go out here. I think we have 25 varieties. I told you what I was going to plant. What we'll do is we'll recap it at the end of the video or my next one, Tomato Time 4, to show you what we planted. As you can see, we have all our tubs and they're way up there. I added a little extra soil because I want as the soil decomposes, it'll start settling down. Last year I had a problem and they settled down about a foot, and I found that the roots weren't enough and we had to water a little more and we had a little trouble. So I want to really make sure the soil is packed up. We did this the lasagna method, as you'll find in Tomato Time number 1. So today what we're going to do is show you how to plant a tomato. We've staged our tomatoes, everything's ready to go. So what we have over here, this looks like an old favorite of mine, Big Boy. That's your hamburger tomato. So we've got a little 6-pack here. And what I like to do is clean this up a little bit. And remember, the way I'm planting my tomatoes, you don't want to do that with any other plants because you'll girdle the trunks. Most plants you want to just plant at the level of the soil. But tomatoes, we're going to plant this guy pretty deep. And what will happen is, I'm going to plant this that deep, it'll shoot out roots and you'll get a stronger plant out of it. So let me go ahead and get a hole dug. I probably should have done that first before I started the video. This is more of the time-consuming stuff. So let's get down there. Thank goodness it's a nice soft soil. There we go. And I want to add a little bit of the organic starter fertilizer. I know we've layered it with the vegetable fertilizer, but I want to put about a handful in there. And then we'll get our tomato. See, we're ready to go. We cleaned up the leaves. I'm going to drop this guy in here, push it down, and then I'm going to pack it in. Okay, I probably could have even done it a little deeper. No big deal. Remember, tomato plant, it's a weed. I may even come back and add a little more soil as this tamps down. All right, so we've got our Big Boy planted. We're gonna go through one by one, Stefan and I today, and plant them. And then once we're all done, I'm gonna show you again in the second part of this video. But first, once we're done, I like to go with an organic liquid every time I water. So I'm gonna go ahead and soak it really good. I'll probably come back after that settles and soak it a little more with this stuff. And remember, I'm going to talk about once they're planted, maybe next week or the week after, how often you want to water. You don't need a lot of water. Really, you want the roots to stress, go down. You want a big plant, and that way you'll get more tomatoes. So this is part 1. We're going to come back in about, well, you won't know. It'll be about 2 seconds, but for us, it'll probably be about an hour. See you in a bit. All right. 2 seconds later, we got it all done. Took us about an hour. Me and Stefan finished our tomatoes. We have 25 different varieties, anywhere from Big Boy all the way to the Japanese hybrids. We even have 3 of the Cherokees, Cherokee Green, Cherokee Purple, and Cherokee Carbone. And of course, Lemon Boy, that's one of our favorites. Green Zebra, Sun Gold Cherry. I'll go over that again with you and I'll post what we planted. So you can see they're all done. And then once I had them all planted, I went ahead and soaked them real good with our rainwater and a little bit of organic liquid, which every time I water, this is what I use. These guys are going to be going crazy. So stay tuned. We're going to go ahead and fill you in about, maybe 2 weeks. I'll wait 2 weeks and let's take a look at where we're at. So this is part 3, how to plant your tomatoes, and have a great spring break. Peace out.